Chai Society, Field Notes, my sickbed in Rishikesh. Before I knew it was dengue fever, all I knew was that my fever was incredibly high. I was hallucinating, and my bones felt like they were breaking. After finding a hospital and having a blood test, I realized that I had been bit by a mosquito infected with dengue and that I was suffering from that. And the next several days became a blur of pain and fever and nausea and terror. Dengue has several periods. The first period where there's a high fever, and then after that is the more dangerous period where the fever stops or becomes intermittent, but there is a high risk for bleed, and the platelet count of your blood becomes the most important number in your world. It's been 10 days of harrowing trips, hanging on to the back of a motorcycle, going to a hospital that is chaotic and crowded, ill-maintained, but also had a doctor who recognized what was going on for me. So I've spent the better part of this week in bed and trying to care for myself through a very, very difficult and painful illness, all the way around the world from everyone who loves me. I know that sometimes ordeal is an initiation and ordeal is an initiation, and I'm holding out hope that there are some big lessons and big learnings in this experience. But facing a life-threatening illness alone has me questioning my priorities. Crying in the dark of the night, screaming, writhing, just complete agony. And that was all before the rash and the itching. At that point, nothing was possible to do in terms of spiritual practice except just get through 5 more seconds, 10 more seconds, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, just to get through the long night. Someone I respect tells me that survival is key. After comes wisdom, and that's my hope. But what I do know from my sickbed is that I would not have been able to get through the last 10 days without relying on the complete generosity and care of utter strangers. People around me in the ashram who showed up, who brought me food, who made arrangements for me to go to the doctor, who went and got medicine, who made phone calls, who arranged things for me. I had to rely on them. There was no one else other than me, and I was too sick. So perhaps part of the learning here is in what happens when one's capacity to be an individual, taking care of one's individual self, is suddenly eradicated, and I'm in the arms of strangers.